Hello YouTube, Aaron here, tutorial on how to set up Wayland desktops in Incus system containers. I'm basically going to be installing Arch KDE and I've got a SquashFS. I'm going to be using my own tool that allows you to install a cloned system into a container. So you can do this two different ways. You can do this from a system that you're currently using, or you can do this from a SquashFS file, and this is my tool here if you want to download it, and this is the distributions that are supported. There's a few things that need to be updated within this tool and there's a few bugs, but bear with me, I will address them along the way of this tutorial. I'm going to be skipping the guide on how to set up Incus. So you're going to want to set up Incus your own way, and I've got two different profiles that you can add, that you will need to add, and also you will need to add the bash RC into the container home bash RC, well, within the user home directory bash RC. This is take two of the videos, so bear with me, but we'll give it a go. So I'm going to want to open this. I'm going to use a SquashFS file. So I just downloaded, actually bear with me a second, I actually just downloaded Arch, bare minimal. So I'm going to be setting up KDE within the container, and this just basically has a custom Arch with my account set up, and I think it's just easier. It's going to be a lot easier doing it this way than to basically just make a Arch container. Since this is pretty much built, and if you come here you can actually download this ISO, so let's go to the very bottom. I've got this one here, I just downloaded and I extracted it, and we're going to use the SquashFS file. So grab this location. Now this is a bug, and basically all of the distributions that are supported with this software are actually listed on the GitHub page, and you're going to want to use one of the distribution names. So if we come here, we can use one of the distribution names. I'm not too sure how this one would work, but for now, Arch. I need to do a bit of testing, but Arch, Debian, since they're single names, single words, unnamed, we can just do that. And we're going to name the username of the account, since we're using cloned systems. It's going to ask you to then stop the container. So stop the container, and then this is where I'm going to play my favourite song for today. I'll also show you the extra steps that are needed just beforehand actually. So if we go back to here, we've basically got to add these two profiles from with these files within this directory. So when you download the tool, when it extracts it, you're going to have these files. Once the container is created, we're going to use these two commands here, and then we're going to use these two commands. Now put the container name that you have, either Arch, Debian, etc. here, and that will basically add the profiles that we need. Then once that's created, we're going to want to add this into the container, and then we're going to want to /bin/bash, so that'll reload the bash profile, since this is going to be within the bash RC file. And then we can basically run a desktop with dbus launch, and then the desktop command. So for Plasma KDE, it's this one for Wayland, since this tutorial is for Wayland desktops. We can actually see a video of a picture of a desktop running. It doesn't matter which one of these you pick. There's a picture of Arch KDE So this is going to be where I play my favourite song for today, and then I'm just going to use these steps within this file here to configure the container to be supported for Arch KDE. Let's go. Well, there's a few things that need to be configured. Not much left, so we're going to do an update command now. Just do a little update command, make sure that works. I'm not going to be updating the container, there really is no need, it's just long-winded. I'm just going to install SDDM and Plasma Desktop. Configure them to run. No, we don't actually need SDDM. SDDM doesn't work, so we just need Plasma Desktop. Wayland, I don't know, is the command needed? I'm not really too sure on this command. Is it like this? I do like the VLC, thank you very much. What does that install? Is that everything we need? Oh yeah, is it got QT6 and everything? That's everything we need to set up the plasma desktop. Now it's going to obviously set up SDDM, but we don't need that, so yeah, it's just a matter now of installing this and just basically running the command. Everything is set up for the container to run the plasma desktop. So it's that easy. Well, I'm going to put the music back on. Time for some music. No, you know what? I've got a few songs downloaded, so we're going to go with the second one for today. Ooh, no, we will go with some... and we'll find my other song that I tried. Sorry, my internet's pretty slow, so I might as well just put some music on whilst we're waiting and sort the internet out. Let's go, people, let's go. Before we get sued. I don't think so. We get sued playing the next song. Yeah, I got a deodorized YouTube. Yeah, what else are we going to install? The YouTube playlist. So we're going to install Dolphin now, just for the fun. Is it console? What do you just install? Firefox and Dolphin. So we install console for the fun of it now. I don't know what this duplicate database thingy's for. I didn't have this problem. But basically, this is the end of the tutorial. And I hope you enjoyed watching. It's not really much to it once you know the information and set up things correctly. Everything just works. Not too sure what the hell that's meant to be. Let's have a look. That's what I was trying to fix. I don't know. Well, everything is set up. When you go into Dolphin, you're going to notice that the root directory isn't currently shown, so you might want to add that to places. How do you do that? How do you add that to places? So we add a file, and then we can just call it /root, and that's pretty much it. I don't know what else. Well, we can add the home directory. Well, Apex is the account, funny enough, that was generated, but we've got an Arch account now, and everything works the same. So if we put that bash history, oh, Kate, we didn't install Kate. That was Kate, my bad. So Kate was missing, and we missed Kate, and that was what was on the taskbar. So when we reload, I don't think Kate will show now, but we can certainly add it back. But this isn't a tutorial on how to set up the Plasma desktop. This is to do with Incus system containers. Anyway, I'm going to play my favourite song again for today, and I'm just going to leave it at the container, and then that'll be all for today. Thank you for watching, people. Hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. Not really much to it, not much to say, but it's been fun. It's been fun to show how to do such a process and to learn over the last couple of weeks. is all for today. Hope you've enjoyed watching this tutorial. I just kind of overdone it a little bit there. Just had a little tinker. Hope you have a good day. I hope you're having a good day or night, whatever time it is when you watch this video. So bye from me, Aaron.